Senior Prophet TB Joshua, one of Nigerian's mega gospel preacher, the founder and general overseer of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, who passed on to glory some months back. It's known worldwide for his philanthropic nature and the demonstration of God's mighty power manifesting through him by great miracles and mighty signs and wonders. When he starts singing, the fullness of the presence of God graces the atmosphere, and there is a mighty release of God's power and glory throughout the arena. It is a place and a scene to behold. Senior Prophet TB Joshua started what is known today globally as scoan, the Synagogue Church of All Nations, from a very small beginning. From the interiors then known as Ikotu, few wooden benches and a mat as roof was good to go. The man of God was very young by then, but filled and empowered with the power of God. Thus, he strived to the top. In this video, we will be coming across a man known as Mr. Moses, who visited the scoan, the Synagogue Church of All Nations. According to him, that day he forgot to take his medicine and thus suffered a heart attack and was declared dead. Some doctors were called and others rushed to the scene in order to revive Mr. Moses to life. We could see how they are trying their best, putting their medical practice at work, but to no avail. They persisted and pressed on. They were unwilling to give up on Mr. Moses, so they tried all they could. Some of the doctors were hitting his chest, and some were breathing through his mouth, trying to give him excess oxygen in order to revive. The doctors folded him from one side to another and pounded on his chest while pressing on his stomach, and others still giving him more oxygen. After they have tried all they could, but there was no still heartbeat, they declared him dead. They then carried him to his room as a dead man. Senior Prophet TB Joshua, who was busy with others, now rushed into the scene. He called upon the name of the Lord and asked for the power of God to come down and revive Mr. Moses. He laid his hands on Mr. Moses' lifeless body, one on the top of his head and the other on his tummy, and pleaded the blood of Jesus. He commanded life to come to the lifeless body of Mr. Moses, and the life of Mr. Moses was restored. We could see him later on in the day, though still weak, but he is much alive. The God of miracle is still very much present in our midst. This was a powerful testimony of God bringing back Mr. Moses to life. As the testimony spread, Mr. Moses himself was called for an interview, but this time he was much more stronger, full of life, and much more younger. We could see him dancing from one end to another. He shared his wonderful testimony with different disciples. This left the audience with much joy and trust in the Lord, that the God of miracles is still alive and living within us.